Hi, in this tutorial we'll take a look at how we can swap between different layer and node types using Mari Extension Pack 5. I have this great model here supplied by David Letondor and Paul Paulino. I'm going to create a tile texture and just assign a random Greenwich map to it. Let me hide the wireframe, and let's assume that halfway through the project I've decided to switch from a UV-based way of assigning this texture to a triplanar projection way. Previously, you would have to manually create a triplanar or axis projection node and reassign all the settings to it. With Mari Extension Pack 5, we now have the swap layer type option. The swap layer type option lists all available nodes inside of Mari and allows you to swap out the nodes, and whenever matching attributes are found, the attributes will be transferred. So if I choose the axis projection, Mari is going to swap out the tiled node for an axis projection. Any attributes that have matching names will be transferred. So for example, here the image has been transferred directly. So now I can go ahead and easily swap between different layer types. The same functionality is available in the node graph as well. So if I create a tiled node and reassign my tiled map, if I select the node and go to Edit, Swap Node Type, I have the same dialog and I can swap out the node directly. Another new option inside of Mari Extension Pack 5 is to copy attributes. Let me create a cloud node. I'm gonna make some changes to this node. And let's assume I have a second cloud node. Previously, if you want to match attributes between two different nodes, you would have to manually enter the values. With Mari Extension Pack 5, we now can choose to copy attributes. So I'll copy the layer attributes and paste the layer attributes. And now both nodes or both layers are exactly the same. This also extends to the blending modes. So if I copy the layer attributes and paste the layer attributes, all the blend modes, the opacity and the advanced blend modes are copied as well. Again, the same options exist in the node graph. So if I create my cloud node here and make some modifications and create a second cloud node, I can right mouse click, edit, copy node attributes, select my target node or nodes and paste the node attributes. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the same node. As long as there's matching attributes, attributes will be copied. Copy and pasting node or layer attributes is especially useful when used with a new mask system. If I go to my mask shelf and create a procedural from the procedurals tab, you can see I usually have a 2D and a 3D version of each procedural. Let's create a 2D version. I'm going to close the mask shelf and view this node. And let's make some small adjustments. For example, I could change the grading. I could add a random mask. And now I've decided to swap this to a 3D version, so a triplanar version. So let's go back to our mask shelf, create the triplanar version. And instead of manually re-entering the values, I will just use the copy node attributes and paste it onto my triplanar version. Let's view the triplanar version. You will notice the scaling is slightly different. That is because the UV versions and the 3D versions just inherently have different scaling attributes. So you cannot transfer the scale 1-to-1, but it is quickly fixed. I can just rechange the scale and you can see any other attribute has been copied, such as the grading and the masking. So this is very useful to quickly swap between different nodes using the mask system.